Yeah, hey, what's going on? I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Put my mic a little closer. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my mic. I think that's fine. Okay. I don't like how it's leaning like that. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. I think y'all can hear me though. All right, y'all. Welcome, welcome back to Goddess Nia with another read. Okay. I was actually channeling something. Okay. Actually two songs. Two songs that kind of resonates in a way, but not exactly. I think I'm gonna do two different reads for these two different songs. But the first song I was channeling is this song by Latoya Luckett, and it's called Love Roller Coaster. Okay. If you've been seeing 555, 111, 222, and 1111, okay, those numbers are very significant with this read. Um, but yes, I was channeling something, okay, and I feel like the lyrics hits home for somebody, okay. So I wrote something down, kind of a lot, but I wrote something down, and basically, collective, you're dealing with someone. Dealing with this person is like a ride, okay. But this person tells you when the ride is moving to keep your hands inside because at first I take you low, then I can take you high. So this is like, up and down energy, okay? Up, down, all around, okay? And you're feeling like you want to try again, but you feel that you can't because this person is only focused on the money, okay? They're in love with money, they're focused on money. Plus, you feel like this ride is too emotional for you, okay? At first, you're begging to leave, then you're begging to stay. Okay, you're stuck. This person is stuck in their ways, okay, collective. And you're saying to this person that I'm so tired of playing love roller coaster with you. My heart can't take this drama you be putting me through. It goes up and down, round and round, and it starts all over again and again. Okay? So you're giving this person like an ultimatum, okay? They got to choose between money or a relationship, technically. Okay? So Um, yeah, that's only for some of you, not all of you. But you guys feel like you're going on you're going through an emotional roller coaster ride with this person. It's just like a cycle, a non-going non-stopping cycle with this person, okay? And you feel like you're tired because you're emotionally exhausted. You're emotionally exhausted and you're about damn near real close to walking away, okay? If nothing changes with this person, okay? So let's start our reading and see what is going down, okay? So, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Universe, I call on you as I channel these messages from my lovely collectives. I call on protection over me and my loved ones and my collectives, okay? We want to block all negative energies, entities, people, places, and things. I call on the highest light for this read. We want to blind all evil eye and deaf all monitoring spirits. We call on the highest light, positivity, love, light, and peace. We thank you in due time, Spirit. May this my collectives find clarity, understanding, and confirmation in this read. Okay, Ashe, Ashe. So definitely look up some of those numbers, you guys, and see if it's resonating with what you're going through right now. Okay, I know 555 is stands for change. Okay, It stands for change, and then the 111 it stands for new beginnings. Okay, and um I feel like the hardship that you've been going through with this person is coming to an end. Like it's a cycle that's coming to an end. And you're at a point where you're at a crossroads right now. Okay, you don't know if you want to end this or you don't know if you want to stay, right? Like she said in the song, she says, he says, at first you begging to leave, then you're begging to stay. So you're in that two of swords energy where you're confused and stuck at a crossroad, okay? Like you're stuck in the middle and you don't know what path to take, okay? Because you truly do love this person, collective. I'm not gonna front on that part. But at the same time, you're like, I can't deal with this anymore. It's emotionally draining me. Distance and karma, okay? But yeah, and what was the other numbers? 1111 is like twin flame energy, okay? It's like make a wish, right? And I do see you getting what you deserve in the end. It's up to you to make that decision though. Okay, a lot of you are not gonna stay and a lot of you are not gonna go. All right, just take it how it resonates. This is a general read. Use your discernment, okay? All right. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. But definitely I feel like you are ready to take action on a new beginning. Like you do want to start over with this person, but it's a battle. Okay, you have to overcome that self-doubt. Okay, you have to overcome doubting the situation and the connection. If there's something that you can see yourself actually working on with this person, um, but I do feel like this person has been playing games, pulling on your heartstrings. Okay, and they're very obsessed with you. They're obsessed with this whole connection. Okay, they're obsessed with you because you give them something they've never had before. That's what I was getting when I did a pre-shuffle. Okay, but you are standing in your Empress energy, meaning you're healing yourself. Okay, you've already started the healing process without making a choice whether you want to leave or go. So I mean that's good news. You know, you're standing in your Empress energy. Okay, trying to be creative about the situation and understand, go within and understand what decisions that you actually want to make when it comes to this love. Okay, all right, spirit, let's tap into this energy. Oh, all right, what is in the energy for my collectors? I feel that deep. I feel that deep. All right, we got boundaries at the bottom of the deck. So you guys are not drawing the line enough. Okay, you guys are not setting more boundaries for this person. Distracted possibilities. Okay, this is what I feel like. You taking the leap of faith. Okay, you possibly, not all of you, but most of you are possibly being called to take a leap of faith. Okay, free spirit to take a risk. Okay, adventure. Okay, but I feel like you feel so much that you're in your breaking point. Okay, like you're at your limit. You're at your final straw because you feel overwhelmed emotionally. Okay, and this foundation, I feel like you're thinking about this foundation a lot. Okay, the security, like this person needs to bring you security. You need to know, you need reinsurance with something. Okay, something happened to do with a foundation. You're at your breaking point. Rejection. I feel like you or your person is afraid of rejection. Okay, you feel like you're being dismissed from this person, like they're rejecting your emotions. Okay, chemistry. You guys have bomb chemistry. Okay, you're very much attracted to each other. You guys have the spark out of this world, and very much passionate about each other. But you need your clarity. You need the truth. You need good intentions. You need honesty. Okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to work on this? Do you want to make this better? Because I cannot stand, I'm at my breaking point. I can't do this anymore. Okay. This person is sidetracked, distracted. Okay. That's why it's been a lot of delays on what you guys actually want from this person. Okay. They can't give you exactly what you need because they're distracted with money, right? That's what they say. You got to choose between Um, she's having me choose between money and a relationship because he's in love with the money. He's in love with making money, and this it makes me feel like your masculine or your feminine people collectives is that this person has grown up in poverty. Okay, their whole life was based upon poverty. So now that they're old enough to provide for themselves, they refuse to be broke. They refuse to live in poverty anymore. Okay, and they do any and everything they can to make sure that they're stable. Okay, and it's just like they're too much focused on material things, the material life, right? The material realm. Okay, they're not in tune with their loves or their spirituality and things like that sorts. Okay, so I don't know, you guys. Let's see what's going on. Oh, I think this is too much possibility and strength. Put it like that. So yeah, this person is distracted with making work, making money, making work, making money. All right, Spirit. What's in the tarot for my lovely collectives? The Star. Okay. Um, I feel like you're staying optimistic about the situation. Okay, you're hoping for a renewal. Okay, you're hoping for this person to come into reality and to come heal this with you. Okay, you're staying positive about this. With the hierophant at the bottom, I feel like you want commitment. You're manifesting commitment with this person. Okay, yeah, you guys have a bomb friendship. Okay, you guys are very much close with each other, but somebody is stuck in their mind, stuck in the way that they think, and it's this person. But something has to come to an end with this death card here. Okay, some type of change has to happen. Something changed. Okay, I feel like collective, you are being transitioned to go through a transformation. Okay, and I feel like you're looking for closure, whether that's staying with this person or whether you guys are moving on to the next level of things in your relationship. And you're also releasing something, but I feel like something has inspired you to take action, or something has inspired your person to take action, which is this ending, right? I feel like you're hopeful and things like that, but then you still felt like you had to end this with this person, okay? And I feel like you ending this had put this person in a position where they had to, it inspired them to take action because they felt you moving on, because you felt so conflicted, emotionally conflicted about this 10 of cups. Okay, you were like, if I'm not going to get what I need here, then I must leave, right? I must move on. Okay, what type of action is this person planning on doing? mm, Well, right now, not too much action because they're Eight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like they're in their head about you, collective. Okay, they're trying to have this victim mentality, like, oh, why did this person leave me? Like, I haven't been doing nothing wrong. I just been working. Well, that's the problem. You put money before love, honey, and that's something you shouldn't do. I get it. You got to make your coins, make your coins. Nobody's stopping you. But when you don't make time for love, that is a problem. That is a huge problem. Okay? You're not making no time, no effort, no nothing towards love because you're so focused on money. It's blinding this person. Okay? But they're in their head about you. Okay? Actually being single, actually being out there again. They don't want that to happen. I feel like you're like in this energy where it's like, okay, well, it's just me, myself, and I. You hear B in the back, like confirmation. I know that I would never disappoint myself. I've cried. I've cried 1,000 times. Okay. That's why that's why they're in their head because they know that you're going towards being single again. And but not in the way that they think, right? You're going for your own emotional well, like health. Okay, me and myself and I, because that's all I can depend on. Okay, I can't depend on nobody else right now. Nobody is showing me that I can depend on them, especially this person, collective. You just like, fuck it, I'm my own best friend. I got me, myself, and I. You're tired of crying. You're tired of hurting. Okay, I feel like you accepted a lot when it comes to this person. Okay, and you've probably got to a point where you felt like you started settling, right? And no, don't settle if that's not what you want, if that's not what makes you happy. Besides making yourself happy, because you're supposed to have that self love, that self happiness. Okay, but besides that, this just wasn't making you happy anymore. So I don't know what's next. What's next for the collective? The high priestess. Okay, this is you, collective, following your intuition. Okay, listening to that inner voice of yours that is telling you to move on. I ain't gonna lie, that's just what I see. It's telling you to move on. Okay, explore inward. Okay, the high priestess advises you to trust your intuition, seek deeper knowledge, and connect with your divine feminine. Represents someone that is intuitive and beginning to open to her spirituality. I think you're being called back to your spirituality, okay? You probably put that on a pause for a minute because this person, it's like you had to come down to their level, okay? Never stoop down to nobody's level. Never stoop down words when you're already on a certain level. Don't bring yourself down for just to fucking connect with somebody else. No, fuck no. I feel like you put your spirituality on pause because, like I said, this person is so wrapped up in the 3D that they're not even tapping into their intuition. Okay? This person is pretty much distracted. Okay? Distracted when it comes to money. So I feel like they're vibrating lower than you are. Because this person chases money, let alone you're the spiritual one, you attract it. I don't chase, I attract. Right? But you being so much in tune and involved with this person, they had somewhat brought you down to their level, their frequency, okay? And you don't vibrate that low, but you brought yourself down to come down to that person's level. Okay, the King of Wands could be you or your person taking action. Okay, very much entrepreneur energy. Okay, very passionate. I feel like this is taking inspired action on something. Okay, you're driven to do something. Go towards success. Okay, and protect your energy as you go. Yeah, investing in yourself. Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you felt like you invested a lot of time and patience into this situation, and you just been waiting and waiting and waiting for your results. Okay, you've been waiting for your labors to come in when it comes to the situation, but you haven't been seeing nothing. Okay, yeah, you are a manifester, collective. You're manifesting something. What is the collective manifesting? Ooh, the devil. Hold up, wait a minute. This ain't you, collective. This is your person. They're manifesting the shit out of you right now. Okay, but they're manifesting you in toxic energy. Not to put you in toxic energy, but they're in toxic energy trying to manifest you. It's like they're trying to avoid to do the work that they need to do. Okay? Because they really truly love you. You love them too. You make them happy. Okay? But you had to throw that tower moment at them. You had to crash everything down because they had you into a swords energy. You were very patiently waiting, but patiently, when you were patiently waiting, it started to hurt you because you didn't see no change. Ten of Swords energy. That's why I feel like you're releasing now. You're moving on and you are letting go for a positive change. Yeah, you're moving on. Six of Swords. Can't make this up. Why is this person manifesting my collective and negative energy? Spirit. Thank you. Okay, because they really care. They really care. That's why. I feel like they're ready to give the community. They're ready to give you something. They're ready to. They're ready to give you reciprocity. But I feel like they have to figure out a new way to communicate with you, right? I feel like, yeah, with the Page of Swords, I feel like they have to figure out a new way.